Hey everybody, it is April 15th and it is 5 minutes after 7 in the morning. Um, I'm sitting here, I've gotten ready for work and now I'm waiting for my ride because I cannot drive. um, I just wanted to touch on some things today because I never know when my last day to make a video is going to be. And, you know, the only reason, I don't care how outlandish the things that I say on here are, these are the things that are being told to me. And the reason why I repeat everything verbatim is because one day these people will be caught for what they're doing. And they are going to have to answer for what they have done. And no matter how stupid it is, this has been going on. It'll be almost 3 years for me, with nonstop microwave hearing. That they keep telling me, like, it started out that they just wanted me to walk. There was some kind of physical activity, but I then later learned that that is actually a tactic to break prisoners of war down. You give them a menial task, like something they don't have to think about, that they can do so that the brainwashing can begin. But I refuse to walk. I think on days where I really felt off, or the comments that would be made, or the threats against my family that they would make, I would get up, but that was mainly, the sense of torture for me. And I have to give all the credit to God that I even made it through, because I'm not sure how I made it out of there without being dead. I came very close to it. If not, I was, and somehow was brought back. But anyway, these people, they have all this power, or they say they do, but 100% everything that they say is a lie. So, what kind of people accuse you of something, and then who and in what book does it say if you get up and do physical activity that they won't ruin your life? Nowhere in the Constitution does it say that. Nowhere in any law book, law enforcement book, does it say that. So who, if you think about it, who can use weaponry that you can't see and makes up their own rules as to what's going to happen if you don't do A, B, C, and D, which I did not do. And, if after 90 days somebody is not compliant, they never will be. But they're not smart enough to understand the psychological factor of it. They just know to threaten you. They focus on what your situation is every minute of every day, and they make you afraid of whatever that situation is going to turn into. Whether you're at work, it's your family, it doesn't matter. It's Bitterman's chart of coercion, if you want to look that up, and it's for prisoners of war. That they focus on very animalistic capabilities. Like, that's why they talk about sex all the time, because that is not, you don't have to have a brain to use your body like that. They say, we keep telling you that your husband is not your husband, but somehow I go through this whole fucking shit every day, and at 5 o'clock my husband's there to pick me up, and he has no idea what's going on. My sister supposedly passed away. Like everybody has kind of dropped off. And I don't know the line where they had dropped off from the beginning, or if I have not communicated with anybody, so therefore my relationship suffered and there isn't one anymore. I encourage you to make videos. I don't care how redundant it feels. I don't care like how stupid it might sound to other people. They are going to account for every single thing that they have done. That's why I document every single day, every single, threat they make. Because they're like, oh, this is, you've done something and this is the first investigation of its kind. What kind of investigation? I haven't done anything wrong. And then more so, let's say, like, let's just grab out of left field that there are all kinds of investigations, but let's just grab out of left field, and where I don't say stuff. I mean, sometimes when I'm at home, I'll talk to these things out loud, which I'm 100% they're demons, because only demons say and act the way that they do. But I mean, demons are very real, and they can be in human form just as easily as an angel can. But the thing is I'm not afraid. They keep telling me if I would have just walked, I would have been at least able to keep my son. Why would I not fucking be able to keep my child? Where in what law book does it say that I have to, do physical activity to be able to see my child? Have a relationship with my child. I have to lose 50 pounds to be able to, do things with my child and spend time with him? What book does that come out of? And the only thing that I can think of, where I'm at, and I don't care what backlash this is, I have contacted the DOJ, the Department of State, the FBI, the SBI. I have contacted everybody, my senator, and, it's the Department of Defense. It has to be. Where they can just make their own rules up and they don't have to be accountable for what they do because they're the boss. And I don't know if it's the local police that's involved. I mean, I really highly doubt it. But, the feds, they have access to it. But guess where they get it from? The Department of Defense. I actually contacted an attorney yesterday. It's the first attorney that I saw that advertises that he does cases against people, terrorism, domestic terrorism, and things like microwave weaponry. I mean, he specifically states it, and I sent him a message yesterday, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out. But if we can all get together and give this guy some money, and because basically I told him it's regular citizens with Havana syndrome. Just because we're not politicians doesn't mean that this stuff isn't happening to us. Because that's one thing. I mean, if you can find a bunch of people that aren't going to say anything, or that you think you're going to be able to control, or let's see what happens with this. But they found it in me. I told them. I've been training for this my whole life. I am so stubborn, and and I could smell bullshit from the get-go. I don't trade teams. I love my country so much that it is my duty to go ahead and expose domestic terrorists in this country. Because that's what they are. That's what they are doing. I don't care what somebody told them they were doing and that they justified it and that they're doing something to help. They're not. In very plain language, they are breaking the laws and they are terrorists. And, you know, all I know is I have a lot of love in me. I have a lot of love in me for other people. But these people, they want to see how much they can get you to do. And they make promises, you know, oh, you'll get this if you would have done that, blah, blah, blah. I don't want anything from you, and that's too expensive for you. You know? I don't ask for anything. I just want to be left alone. You know, and it's not that hard to figure out that, you know, that's what they're doing, is they're seeing how far they can push. They can push. They can push. What you will do, how much they can get you to do. You know, and it's probably some kind of a contest. They've got, you know, money on the table or something like that to see what they can make you do. But the thing is I'm not interested in participating, therefore I don't. Every day they say I'm losing my job. They told me I was losing my job today. I'll go in, and you know what? If I lose my job, that's because God has something else for me. But you know what? All the things they talk about are none of their fucking business. They say my husband runs around on me, you know, while I'm at work. Well, I'm at work, and I gotta be at work, so I don't have the time or the ability to run up after him to see what he's doing. All I know is I'm accountable for me and what I do. You know, I'm not accountable for him. I mean, he's got his own, you know, line of karma lined up just like everybody else does. But the thing is, you know, I'm tired of hearing whatever voice. When I go to work, I'm sitting at the computer, and if my boss leaves to take a lunch or do other things, they start using her voice. And then when I get home, you know, they'll be using her voice. And then if I think about anybody else, they'll start using that voice. And I'm just like, they really are a bunch of puppets. And they're not even good at it. You know, they say they're about to roll up all the time. It's been years I have been sitting here. Because I promise you, I haven't done anything wrong. But if you show up at my door and you want to fight, I'll oblige you. But anyway, you know, they talk about my children. And that right there, that is all I need. To know that these people are worthless pieces of shit if they will talk about children. So, anyway, I have to go. This was not supposed to be this long. But anyway, I feel like I got a lot off my chest. And this is a form of therapy for me. And I encourage all of you guys to do the same thing. But, you know, it's Friday. I'm not sure what the weekend's going to bring. But I do know what God promises. And He's in control. And if you don't believe in God, that's up to you. But, you know, the thing is you're not the one in the wrong here. There's a very real enemy, and they are dangerous, and they are ignorant, which makes them ultra dangerous. But I'm gonna let you guys go, and hopefully I don't lose my job today, and then I come home and, you know, I can have a weekend. But they're not gonna allow that, there's not 1 minute of, you know, of peace available. So, I love you guys. And again, if anybody has heard anything about Cliff, please let me know. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a good weekend.